2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Welcome back to Scottsdale, Arizona. It's time to bring you all the final round action of the WM Phoenix Open. Luke Albee, Rich Beam, calling all the action here. It's always terrific to have you join us. Our featured player is starting the day in the top 20 as we get things underway. Can he make a move today? Around 110 yards to go.
All right, clubbing up.
This is from miles away. And he's down there. You got a read?
You know, I've been prowling around. It's definitely uphill and moving to the right-hand side.
Par putt coming up here.
Well, it's not a long putt, but it has some left-to-right movement in it.
And it's that man, JT, on top spot of this leaderboard. Good playing from Justin Thomas. Well, that'll work there. This is his second shot. Yep, that shot's safely on the green. 14 feet to the cup.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
What a putt that was. He's currently tied for 10th. Onto the par 5 third.
Oh, tee it high and let it fly, my friend. You know, you got to take a chance on bombing it out there. Even if you hit in the fairway bunker, even to the right in the rough, or even further right into that washout area, it'll just be a layup and a short third shot. You find the center of the fairway, that thing can scamper out there, and you got a short second shot in. This is a definite risk versus reward par 5.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
Ooh, staying aggressive. Going for the green. Yeah, this is the stuff we love. Getting after this par 5 in 2.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Well, how good's that for the eagle? Well, that was a positive hole. A little shift up the leaderboard. Well played. Well, there's some real momentum with this player coming off an eagle at the last.
Yeah, distance control is super important here. You got bunkers left and right and short as well. You got to hit it the right distance as this green chases away from you just a little bit to make that shot even tougher.
Opting for the 5-iron. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. A chance to get to 3 under with this putt. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
He's got about 21 feet to the hole from here, guys.
Starting this one way out to the left. It's just about 3 feet away. And Justin Thomas is dominating the field at this stage. It's time to step on the tee here at the 5th.
It is sneaky difficult. Just a straightaway hole with that bunker on the right. That is menacing. And even funnier, I've seen a lot of shots miss even further right. And Oscar Bravo. Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
He's got, I'd say a solid 145 here.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. This is a fairly lengthy putt here. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
From the get-go, this is a big left-to-right breaker.
That's frustrating. Unfortunate thing to happen, but it can in golf. How close was that to going down? And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And JT is currently our leader. As we move to the 6th hole, it's a par 4.
bogey on the last, but a good opportunity on this one to bounce back with a birdie.
Stonking drive there.
That's a shame. Had a chance to hit the green, but couldn't quite get there.
Not too sure what happened there. That's a very uncharacteristic mistake.
He has this putt to save his par. Ooh. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. This hole is a par 3. Well, a little off the target with that one.
Shocking. A missed green in regulation.
Here's a chance to get up and down from the green side bunker. Well, this is one of those lies that dictates a shot. It doesn't seem like it's a tough one. Didn't that look good for a long time? This one's for bogey. And down it goes. Justin Thomas is atop the leaderboard, now a 3-shot lead. I don't like the look of that lie. Second shot here on the 8th.
That was a misjudgment coming out of the sand.
Okay, that'll work. Good mid-range putt, this one. An 18-footer.
This is all about momentum. It's a par save.
That's disappointing.
For fuck's sake.
Just a 4-footer remaining. Ah, the dreaded pull. Always disappointing on the greens. Yeah, not much to sweat there. He's inside the top 13 in this event. Hole number 9 is a par 4.
Yeah, unless they have a perfect number to carry that bunker, I think you see a lot of players just lay back with a 3-wood, widen that fairway out. You're still going to have just a short iron for your second.
His second shot here. This one's heading left, I think. That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say. This would be a great up and down. An opportunity to make a par here. And he's down there. You got to read.
There's a slope here, and it's going to go right to left on the slope.
Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly.
This will be a good bogey.
Sake.
And down it goes. Let's head to the next. Here we go, Rich. The back 9 on Sunday. What are your thoughts so far?
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
And not a good result there. Second shot here at the 10th. Going with the pitching wedge here. This one's bunker bound. Lining up from the sand now. That's on the green, but still a fair way from the hole. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. so close.
Fuck off.
Just 3 feet to the cup. Currently at 7 over par. And on the tee now, coming off the bogey. Might have a bit of a sting in the tail, I'd imagine.
You better have a clear understanding of what shot you're going to hit here. You can't be indecisive on this tee shot or it will end up left.
Well, I like the look of the line here. This should find the fairway. And he's down there.
Setting up here from about 175 yards.
Why is it?
Splash. Oh, that should find the bunker. And that was a bit of a misfire. Sadly, in the sand, but a chance to make up for the error. Oh, I don't mind the look of this one. In fact, this is looking fantastic. And just a little bit of work was all that was needed to finish up there. Justin Thomas currently leading the field here. They've arrived at the 12th, a par 3. Just needs this one to kick right. Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
I'm thinking a little left to right here.
Putting for a par now. And Justin Thomas currently leads the field. Welcome to the tee at this par 5 hole.
It's a tee shot, Luke, that you're not afraid of, but still there's danger both left and right if you're not careful. But listen, these guys love this tee shot, and when you love a tee shot, you usually perform.
And tee shot looks pretty good. Well, step 1 complete. We're in the middle of the fairway here on 13. Rich, you getting after this green in 2?
Yeah, there's plenty of green up there to work with, both right and left. You know, ball lands a green. It could go long, cause you some problems. Bunkers up front, we'll see a lot of action. But again, it's just all about your short game.
Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in 2.
Absolutely. Love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
More chance to sneak inside top 20 in the standings here with this putt. Putting for a par here. Well, what a shame. The 3 putt for par there. Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. This has to be one of the more difficult holes in golf. The long par 4. Good shot there, Beamer. Playing this shot from about 170 yards out.
Yeah, oh no, this one's left.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Well, that doesn't look to be a great lie, but John's down there. How bad is it?
I'm not seeing a whole lot of ball in the sand here, guys. Let's see how they deal with this one.
This putt right on 12 feet to the hole. Ooh. Just a short putt remaining here. Our leader is up by a whopping 6 shots now. Hole number 15 is a par 5.
This is such a narrow fairway, and the left third of this fairway runs straight towards the water on the left-hand side. it's just no fun. You know that you have a sliver of landing area down the right-hand side to find it, so you can knock it on in two.
Atta boy, good shot. Standing over his second shot.
Nothing good out on the right-hand side, Luke. This headed for trouble.
Players setting up, trying to get up and down from the bunker.
I think this could be it. Could be.
That hole's done. It's Justin Thomas in top spot on the leaderboard as we head over to the next. Let's see what happens here at the 16th.
Something about 20,000 people getting ready to give it to you one way or the other kind of gets your attention pretty quick, my friend. There's not much to it other than the fact that you know what the stakes are, whether you're going to get cheered or beered.
Standing over this one, and it's a very long putt. John, have you got a read on this one?
This one's going to go pretty hard to the left.
Well, this looks pretty handy. Get in the house. You beauty. What a putt.
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
Justin Thomas has built a three-stroke lead over the field. On the tee now, the par 4 17th hole.
If you're going to take out a driver, be mindful. The fairway does canter from right to left, so the golf ball could kick in that water hazard. Bailing out to the right, there's no shame in that. You always have an opportunity to get it up and down for the birdie.
That wasn't a very friendly left bounce.
He didn't look to hit that one quite so flush. Setting up in the bunker here. Oh, that just brushed past the hole. Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. Our leader is up by 4 shots now. Welcome to the par 4 18th. Well, on the tee now, coming off a par. Chance to pipe one up the middle. Wow, what happened there? And how's that sitting in the bunker, John?
Well, they're in deep here, guys. Really nestled into this sand trap. Let's see what happens.
This putt for a final score of 79.
He's got this putt to tie Rojang.
His round has come to a close with a bogey. Well, that was a great tournament to say the least. Our featured player didn't get the overall victory, but they did take down their rival, Rojang. Great effort there, Henny.
This is going to give the player so much confidence, Luke. Taking down a young superstar, a player of the future in the form of Rojang. It just goes to show that this player is also a player of the future.
Well, that was a thrilling day, and on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us.
It's time to prepare for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, brought to you by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. From the beautiful Pacific Palisades in California, it's the first round of the Genesis Invitational. Hi, everyone. I'm Andrew Catalan, alongside 2002 PGA champion Rich Beem. Luke Elvey with us as well, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy down on the course. Rich, what an iconic spot here at Riviera Country Club. What makes this place so special?
Andrew, this is probably my favorite golf course on tour by a long shot. Does it get any better than this? For me, it doesn't. I think it's just a mixture of the holes. You have an easy par 5 to start off with, and you got a brutish par 4 right after that. It gives and it takes. But at the end of the day, you just cannot wait to play it, no matter how good you play or how poorly you play, because it's so much fun being out there. You kind of sometimes get lost that, I'm not playing that great. But man, I feel like I'm in heaven right now. It's great.
And this putt has a length of 8 feet.
Yeah, putting for bogey here.
So close. A double bogey start, and unfortunately no mulligans.
No, double bogey. That's a tough pill to swallow right there.
That's the type of swing you want to take with you every time out. Okay, this from 210.
Clubbing up, smart. Got to control it though. Let's see.
You really got to hit the green there.
Airmailed the green with that approach.
There it is. The chip goes in.
Oh, gotta love it. Chipping in for birdie. Nothing better.
Oh yeah, look at those hands. What a chip shot.
He improves to 1 over par for the tournament. Teeing off here on the 3rd.
Coming off a birdie at the last, looking to add another one.
Ooh, absolutely unleashed it.
Needs a little members bounce to the right.
That is a long way from home. This putt left for birdie. That one just rolls by. This putt from 5 feet. That looked good all the way. All right, try to limit the damage here and walk away with a double. And after that hole, he is slipping in the standings. Five wood is the choice.
Spinning to the left of this one.
John, what does the lie look like down there?
Well, they ended up in the deep stuff, but the lie could have been a lot worse.
This putt is from 17 feet away. John, your green side, what do you see in this putt?
It should start out straight enough and then have a little bit of a break to the left as it nears the hole.
Okay, the putt goes in. Time for the next hole. Here's a look at how things stand. It's a one-shot lead.
Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
I don't think Will Zalatoris had that on his bingo card today. What a shot.
Yeah, that one pulled straight off the blade. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Now that's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert. The par 3-6 is unique in the fact that there's a bunker that sits right in the centre of the green here, Rich. These days, a modern architect would probably be shot for designing a hole like this, but we look at it as a masterpiece.
What an incredible design this is. And it really just takes this green and it makes it into a section of 4. The back right, the front right, front left, and back left, they all have their unique features to it, and that all is due to the simple fact that that bunker, which is tiny, minuscule, almost not even there, it basically shapes that green into the 4 quadrants. It is just an amazing design.
Over to the par 4 7th hole.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it, but again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Time now for the 3rd. All right, let's see if all that practice on the putting green pays off here. Well, now still a lot of work to be done. 6 feet to the hole. After that hole, our featured player is sliding down the leaderboard. We've reached the 8th hole. It's a par 4. That's a disappointing shot. Ooh, that was a thick lie. Tough one to dial in.
Distance control nearly impossible coming out of this rough.
That's a pretty good shot right there. This has to drop to save par. Right on line, but just misses. This one is 5 feet away.
Fuck.
Ooh, that was close. Okay, moving on to the next. As we take a look at the leaderboard, our leader is up by 1. Now to the finishing hole of the opening 9. It's a par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Could be trouble. Needs to hold the fairway.
Wow, he's going to like that one. He's got this one for a bogey. Henny, how challenging is this putt?
This one, guys, he's got around 9 feet.
And after that, he is moving down the leaderboard. We begin the back 9 here on the 10th hole.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
This is a bomb.
And that's just sneaked into the second cut of rough.
Setting up here with a long putt. So close. Okay, this putt for par, trying to get out of here without any damage.
The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
That's a little untidy.
Okay, I didn't see that from the rough.
Well, this will be a big birdie here. Good putt to make. And he's down there. You got to read.
The perfect leave. Uphill, right to left.
It's just about 3 feet away.
A good look at par here.
Currently at +8 for the day. When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par 4s, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevent you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Oh, that's a tasty looking chip. Top shot. Sitting at 8 over par for the event. Rich, the 13th hole. Slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left. Requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Here is his 4th. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Let's try and make this one. And only drop the one shot. Ooh. Just 3 feet to the cup. Sitting at 10 over for the round.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Luke, it's a very simple hole in my mind, but for the mere mortals who are playing this game, it can be difficult because this green is not deep, but it's certainly wide, and it does tilt from right to left at a pretty good clip. Historically, it's not the easiest par 3 on this golf course, but for me, I think different.
How close was that? But now it's getting further away. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. That's disappointing. 7 feet to the cup. Now +11 for the day.
Moving down the leaderboard, Luke, never a good thing.
This hole is a par 4.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Wow, that had no chance. Let's see if the player can make this putt for par. Let's quickly take a look at the leaderboard. Tom Kim's lead is 1 shot. Now to 16, it's a par 3.
This one's left of the green.
Wow, that one was just a little bit off. The mission is simple here. He has to get up and down. "11 feet to the hole."
Trying to save a par here.
This one's starting to break to the right. Pacing is such an important part of putting. It was off right there.
Just a little bit of a misread right there. He's going to need to sink this next one, though, to limit the damage with the bogey.
While we have a moment, we take a look at the leaderboard, and Tom Kim is out in front. Let's check out the 17th. It's a par 5.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot, straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
All right, Henny, what does this look like?
Yeah, he's got roughly 110 to the pin here.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that shot right there. All right, a longer putt remains.
And an outside chance here.
Getting better and better. Yes, it goes. As we move on to the next hole, we want to show you that Tom Kim's lead is 1 on the field. We've hit the 18th hole. It's a par 4.
Tee shot up the hill. Fairway tilts significantly from left to right. Missing it out to the right is a massive no-no. You'll be blocked out by a bunch of eucalyptus trees that you cannot hit it through. Second shot is to a green that actually tilts away from the players, not towards them, even though the second shot is uphill. Green is historically one of the firmest on the golf course, and getting it close is nearly impossible. It is a heck of a finishing hole.
Okay, green side, a chance to get up and down. Needs this to drop to save par. Henny is greenside.
Yeah, nice little 25-footer here from him. Outside chance, so it'll be good to hole.
3 feet to the cup. Time to go sign your card and get something to eat. So our time is just about up for today, and as we take a look at the leaderboard, Tom Kim is at the top. Just a phenomenal day. We can't wait to do it again. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. Thanks for watching. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Our coverage of the Genesis Invitational continues. It's the second round coming your way. Hi again, everyone. Andrew Catalon here. Pleased to have you with us today. There's a major champion sitting atop the leaderboard, Collin Morikawa in the top spot. He's leading the event by 1 stroke as we begin our coverage here on 2K Sports. And Rich, this is a similar spot to yesterday.
Let's not think about what happened here yesterday with this next shot. It wasn't very good.
This is a 3-wood.
And yeah, I don't think that's enough from the rough.
Let's see what happens out of this greenside bunker. This could be a big momentum putt. It's for birdie. Henny, how tricky is this one?
I've given it a good look. I see this one going left at the hole.
6 feet remain.
This one is for par.
As we move on to the next hole, Collin Morikawa sits atop the leaderboard. And now teeing off on a par 4. That's going to work nicely for him. About 200 yards left to the hole. Here's the third shot. And now a critical putt on the line with a chance to save par. Man, that was close. 3 feet left. That putt goes in. Time to make a move. We've got a multiple major champion sitting atop the leaderboard. It's Collin Morikawa. This putt is from way out there. Henny, how tough will this putt be?
A tricky little slider here, downhill, moving to the left.
I'm not sure what he saw on that one. Henny, what more can you tell us?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup.
Now let's go out to the par 3 fourth.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
Okay, green side, and the goal now is to get up and down. Oh, almost had it. And now this putt for bogey. And after that hole, he is slipping in the standings.
And now on the tee, coming off a bogey, trying to reclaim some momentum.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf. This putt coming up is for birdie. Sitting at 13 over for the event. And now onto the par 3, 6th hole.
Look, coming off a birdie at the last hole, this player finally is making something happen. Looking forward to the next hole, but danger lurks if they're not careful.
Going with the 6-iron here. This would be a great up and down from this spot. Big par saver coming up for this fella. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This has got loads of movement right to left, this one.
Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. Currently 14 over par for the event.
Out to the 7th hole.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
That's a missed green. And the mindset now is to get up and down from here. This putt is for par. That was close. 5 feet remains. The putt goes in. That's another bogey. And now back-to-back bogeys on the scorecard.
And making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
I think he likes that one. Okay, Henny, what do you see down there?
And from around 135 yards.
This needs to go a little bit right once it lands.
This putt for a birdie. Down to Henny.
This is an outside chance. Maybe a lag putt even. He's got 30 feet.
Wow.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
As we take a quick look at the leaderboard, Colin Morikawa is out in front. Ooh, boy, not pretty. Henny, what can you tell us about this shot?
Well, I wouldn't mind hitting the shot, but I wouldn't fancy the walk up here. This is quite uphill.
That's the thick stuff.
He's going to have to go down after this one, try and dig it out as best he can and hope for the best.
I'm not sure he got enough out of the rough on that one.
Time now for the 4th shot. 13 feet to the cup. Henny, your green side. What do you see in this putt?
This looks like it's going to go left.
That putt goes to the bottom. There's a bogey. As we take a look at the leaderboard, the lead is 2 for Colin Morikawa. That appears to be a very good line off the tee. That's a really nice shot. Well, this would be really nice to get a birdie opportunity. That looked good for a while. A 3-footer coming up.
He's got this for his par.
All right, that one is behind us. Moving on to the next hole, Colin Morikawa has a 2-shot lead.
And there's always the sense of a birdie in the air when we stride onto a par 5 tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
Well, this rough looks to be lush and thick, doesn't it?
Yes, difficult lie. Made a par here yesterday. A little bit more difficult today.
And choosing the 8-iron here. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Lovely effort, that. And he needs this to save par. And our leader is now out by 3 shots as we head to the next. This hole's a tough 2-shotter, a long par 4.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
This one looks like it's going left.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Yeah, that's a top little chip shot, that one.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Colin Morikawa currently enjoying first place in this one. The 13th hole is a par 4.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse. Just a bit outside into the rough.
This would be a great up and down. And he needs this to save par. Henny, what's he facing with this putt?
Setting up this putt 15 feet from the cup.
In she goes. Let's head to the next. Our leader has built a 3-shot par for here as we head over to the next. On the tee here, the par 3 14th.
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2-hop it right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
Opting for the 6-iron. And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. John, have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
I think it's going to go up the hill and to the right.
So close. A par putt awaits. Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole.
Time for the tee shot on this par 4 hole.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dog leg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
This is a 200-yard shot. A lot of ground to cover with this putt. Oh. This putt for par. As we move on to the next hole, Colin Morikawa sits atop the leaderboard. Here's the par 3 16th hole. This is a 7-iron on the way. Not super tight, but a makeable putt. The distance left on this putt is 17 feet. All right, John, which way is this putt going to go?
Pretty sure this is going to move to the left.
Well, that one was a bit firm. 9 feet remaining to the cup. And he nails the putt. As we move on to the next hole, it's a 3-shot cushion for our leader. I like the looks of this. Here's the second on 17. Uh-oh, that bunker is in play now. We're going to see what can happen out of the fairway bunker. Hitting 4. Not a bad result right there. This putt is for par, and it would be a big one. Here's a quick look at how things stand. It's a 3-shot advantage for our leader. Out to the 18th tee.
Tee shot up the hill. Fairway tilts significantly from left to right. Missing it out to the right is a massive no-no. You'll be blocked out by a bunch of eucalyptus trees that you cannot hit it through. Second shot is to a green that actually tilts away from the players, not towards them, even though the second shot is uphill. Green is historically one of the firmest on the golf course, and getting it close is nearly impossible. It is a heck of a finishing hole.
Yeah, I like that. That's okay there. That's a safe shot. Setting up here with a long putt.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Okay, Henny, give us a read here.
This is a big old left-to-righter.
Needs this to get on the projected cut line. His second round is complete, and he's right on the cut line. We'll have to see what the rest of the players still on the course do coming in. It'll be an early tee time tomorrow for our featured player, but hey, any tee time is better than no tee time.
They'll take it. They fought hard to make this cut, and they certainly did. Let's see what they can produce.
We had so much fun out there today. Thank you for joining us. For all of us at 2K Sports, we'll see you soon.